Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Nerd Hell being recorded right inside your house. It's me, Robinson, and I don't trust men who use the short urinals.
And it's me, Stanley, player of D&D and defeater of slimes.
You know, I find it hilarious that slimes are always like the level 1 creature. Meanwhile, I would be horrified of slimes in real life.
Okay, yeah, no, like they're sludge monsters, right? There's literally in a movie where like a amorphous blob comes to life, and it's called The Blob, and it's basically a slime that eats everyone and suffocates them. So
yeah, I was gonna say, don't they absorb you and then absorb your nutrients while you're still inside?
yeah, they do basically what's like an autophage kind of thing, like with what white blood cells do to bacteria. So, yeah, fucking shit is wild, my guy. Dude, D&D has to be one of the greatest experiences that I had over the break, and I'm not saying this as like oh, it was better than Christmas. No, it was better than Christmas. It is. It's 100% better than Christmas. So, shit, dude. I don't know. It's one of those things of we got our taste for it, and now Savannah and I have like leaned into this fucking trend hard. Like hard. We both got binders, we both got character sheets, we got figures that we made, right? So
I'm actively wearing a cape right now.
Nah, dude, I don't wear a fucking cape. I'm a tiefling. I'm a fucking half human, half demonic looking motherfucker. You know, the
Tiefling?
edgiest. Yeah, tiefling, right? It comes from the German word tief, which is like deep, right? Or under. So a tiefling would be like someone from the deep or the abyss.
Well, I also in for the D&D crowd, I have my dice. Will we have a good podcast today? No,
we won't, dude. We never have a good podcast. That's the whole point of the show, is that we never do. It's literally just I get to have free therapy that people listen to on YouTube.
So they can also get angrier and angrier with us.
Oh, dude, I mean, like, I honestly think, like, if we ever get, like, super famous, we actually go to, like, live shows and they have, like, a panel show, it'll just be, like, our fans trying to bait me into, like, a pro-communist rant, right?
just from the back, hey, what do you think of Pokemon? And then you visibly start foaming at the mouth.
Dude, like, I don't know, like, Pokemon's a great series. I just hate that it's being ruined by corporate interests. This is what happens.
What about Lickitung? What was that thing about Lickitung?
He's the motherfucking unselfish lover of Pokemon. That's what he is. You ever see why Jesse's always so exasperated with Lickitung? I don't know, dude. It happens.
James.
Or even James, too. Hey, Lickitung don't care. He don't discriminate. Lickitung licks all the tongues. So, there you go.
James... I just want to say that in the Pokemon anime, James canonically said, let's send those whining women back to the Stone Age where they belong.
You know, there's
and
also...
it's one of the funniest things on Earth.
There's also this really weird episode of Pokemon where, like, James cross-dresses, but he has, like, inflatable breasts, and so he's in a bikini with, like, a little, like, bottom bikini, but it has, like, the little thing over it, the little towel, and just, like... He's groping his breasts and just like being so nonchalant about it. I was like, this man has to be like some kind of like in the closet person, right?
Oh, it was one episode. Let him have fun.
Dude, he cross dresses all the time.
That's disguises. That's different. So did Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town.
Yeah, but Robbie Rotten was like an actual villain. He did that to trick
children.
Yeah,
he did that to trick kids.
What if Robbie Rotten was like a pedophile, and we just didn't know about it? He was, like, actively, like, trying to hurt Lazy Town, and he just, like, yeah, dude, I want to, like, why do you think I'm chasing after this girl with, like, pink hair?
Can you molest a puppet, though?
I mean, they always have their hands inserted into, like, our hands inserted into them, so maybe, I don't know. It's past, I'm trying to fight off the post-Christmas blues, my guy, the post-holiday blues. I go back to work soon, so fuck this.
I was going to say, I'm somebody who never cared about New Year's. I always thought it was like an arbitrary holiday. Like, it's like, yeah, it's a year, whatever, cool. I only cared because, like, my mom would cook a bunch of nice stuff. And, it's a family thing.
Yeah.
But, like, This New Year's, I like actually did some resolution stuff. Like, I started a journal,
Yeah.
and yeah, I started a journal,
Can I read it?
and uh, I'm about. If you read it, you might call the police.
It's just like your calorie is like your journaling is just like calorie counting and like weightlifting stats. Like it's like what D&D is, but for weightlifting bros.
Whenever I write, my brain enters the red place.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking like I don't know, bench press max, right? Let's roll some dice on this. Oh, and that is a 1. I guess I die. So
You actually guillotine yourself at the gym.
and you still have to pay gym membership after you die.
Bro, of course. The second thing I did was I got a whiteboard, and I'm gonna mount on my wall, and I'm gonna write stuff on it, such as don't stop eating clean. I'm gonna put stuff I want to do, like make sure to work on this, blah blah blah, brush your teeth. Like, I am actually going through like some self-betterment stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I've actively like protested New Year's
Yeah.
for like since I was 10 or something.
Why? It's like the best, my guy. I don't understand.
Bro, 365 days passed. Good.
Yeah.
What, we did a rotation around the sun?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, dude, they're called milestones. They're part of being in life.
Well, my milestone is my birthday.
Yeah.
And I already have one of those.
Oh no, your name day. Why? Oh shit.
Mis cumpleaños.
Yeah. Well, man, I honestly like I've actually started to make like some New Year's journeys because I'm trying to reshape that kind of shit because I think that like resolution is kind of like a negative word because it means that there's something wrong with you. Right? So New Year,
Something you got to resolve.
yeah, it's something you gotta resolve. And so just like what is it? I've kind of broken it up into kind of like really positive things because I know like losing weight is also like a trigger combination kind of thing. So I did like, here's an example: explore fitness, right? Because I actually do like to be athletic and I actually do like to go work out and that kind of stuff. But I always kind of self-sabotage because whenever I see like the goal of getting better or getting more fit, right? It's always, oh shit, that's a long-term goal. I might as well just do nothing and start tomorrow.
Long term is where it's at. That's how you build money. You get bonds, not stocks. That's how you save.
Yeah, but like still, like instead of like eating healthier, I wrote eat to take care, right? Not
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's also mindfulness journaling, which is kind of like expressing my emotions more in a more healthy kind of a way. Plan a week in advance, read more manga because, you know, after getting out of grad school and reading my literal bookshelf of books, right? I'm kind of like, hey, I want some junk food for my brain, and that's what manga is to me. So, yeah.
No, that makes sense. Like using less negative language. I did the absolute opposite. My New Year's resolution was like, stop being such a fat fuck.
Yeah, you see, I tried that for like 30 years of my life, and that didn't work out for me. So, you know, what the fuck, right?
Different strokes.
Yeah. Or there's like another one.
What does that mean,
just
by
like
the way?
different strokes for different folks. It just means like, I don't know, dude, like, hey, everyone has their own
I know.
thing.
I get that, but what's a stroke?
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, like different type of hand jobs?
No, dude, it doesn't mean different type of hand jobs, right?
Well, I like stroke, like golf strokes?
No, like rowing, right? Different strokes of like, we all row at different, because we have like longer pull, right? And we pull, some people row faster, some people row shorter, right?
In 100 years, I would never get to boats. I'm just going to be real.
Here, you know what?
100 years.
I am actually going to fucking look it up. You wonder what it says? It says, according to literallydevices.net, the phrase different strokes for different folks is stated to have originated in the U.S. during the 60s. It is stated that Muhammad Ali, the boxer, like, you know, there any was like another Muhammad Ali in the 60s, was the first person that used this phrase in his interview in 1966 with Cleveland Williams when explaining his boxing style in the ring. So, yeah, like it also, I guess, kind of does like have the different reach, right? Different strokes, like different when you strike someone or you stroke, right? There you go. You're hitting someone.
Wait, so stroke is the past tense of strike?
I mean, not really, right?
I did not stroke her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, well, apparently there's also a lyric that opens by Ann Wilson, Sly Stone. It says, for being such a rich one that will not help the poor, in different strokes for different folks, and so on and so on, and Scooby-Dooby-Doo. No fucking shit. I need this song in my life. Where the fuck is this song?
Oh, God, that's beautiful. Also, I just want to quickly apologize that this episode is a day late. Not that anyone matters. But I had a massive headache last night. But I will say this. I tried taking a nap, didn't fix it. I ate a burrito, fixed it a little bit. I ate ice cream, and it was immediately gone. Is there like a link, like a home remedy
You
where
might
it's
have
like
had low
ice cream
blood
can fix a
sugar.
headache?
You might have had low blood sugar or some kind of shit. Again,
Here's
I am not a doctor, so I can't really say that for sure. But hey.
I kind of, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, I mean, I hope it was low blood sugar. You mean I laid off for sweets that much?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Some people have sugar headaches when they get off sugar.
Maybe. Speaking of something that gives me a headache, something that many people know this is I am very proud about my Mexican heritage.
You are?
Some people.
Since when? You're Mexican? What the fuck, dude? When were you
Some
going
people-
to tell me? What the fuck is
Is this true?
Is this true?
I didn't want to come out yet. I wanted to wait until the right time.
My poor wasp soul. My white Anglo-Saxon privilege. I don't know.
So some people would say I am toxically like Mexican pride, which, it's fine. And something I read recently, this wasn't going to be a news story, but I read it this morning, and I just had to say something. North Korea is making claims that Kim Jong-un's dad invented burritos.
No,
And
he didn't.
Yeah, no, he did not. And say that one more time, and I'm going to throw a chancla all the way from here. And the worst part is, when it lands in North Korea, your citizens are going to eat it, because it's the closest thing they've had to food in days.
I mean, if I remember correctly, wasn't like burritos invented in the 1910s? Like before Kim Jong-il was actually born? So
Bro, burritos were invented the day the tortilla was made.
Well, I mean, because I'm looking at the history of like the burrito. It says that Juan Mendez, a street vendor in Chihuahua, Mexico, invented the burrito. During the Mexican Revolution in the 1910s, Mendez decided to wrap his food in flour tortillas to keep it warm and transport it on a small donkey. Then he realized that wrapping the food in a tortilla was a tasty and good way to serve it.
Yeah, that's actually almost exactly how the hamburger was invented. But before we get into that, one of the funniest memes that an American friend showed me was like, the suffix ito means small, so burrito means small burro, which means there's a legendary giant burrito. El burro!
It's a bug snack, dude. That's what we that's what we fucking know. Like there's an actual bug snack called Bacantis that is shaped like a praying mantis, but when he blows up, which happens sometimes when he gets too mad, he turns into like a taco, burritos, and like just all different types of like breakfast Mexican foods. It is fucking fantastic.
Oh god, that sounds delicious. Now to the hamburger. The hamburger was invented in Hamburg, I forget where.
Germany.
But Germany, because Hamburg was a port state, right? Like that's where a bunch of ships would come in and out, sailors would get off, and they wouldn't have that much time on land. And you can't like get off the boat, buy a steak, eat it, and get back on the boat, right? But you can't really take a steak with you, right? So somebody had the bright idea. It's like, yo, they want steak, but it's too hot. You can't just take it on a boat. So what if we put it in between these two pieces of bread to keep it cool so they don't burn their hands? And that was the Hamburg steak.
I love it when you're trying to talk to me about German history. You know, one of the things that I know pretty well. Or any kind of history like that. I mean, we have evidence.
Today's flipping the script.
Well, I mean, we do have evidence that like hamburgers were like from the 19th century from the German Hamburg cows that were minced and combined with garlic to make onion, salt, and pepper, and then formed into patties.
Ooh.
So they made Hamburg steaks, right? But there's also evidence that, like, I don't know, maybe like a Mongol horseman ate a similar style of beef, steak tartare, in the 12th century. So, yeah, no, you're correct in the fact that, like, that's where we kind of get the name from. But also, it's, you know, like, French fries are not really from France, right? They're Belgian.
No. Wait, no. Yes, you are correct. They're not from France. Actually, speaking of French fries, what a lovely segue. McDonald's. You know McDonald's? Have you heard of this place before?
No.
So basically, it's a place where a clown will give you poison.
I also remember there being something like a Grimace. Like he's a purple rapist or something like that.
Remember the Hamburger?
Yeah, remember
that
when
guy scared
like,
me.
What was it in the 90s? Like after like the high crime panic started going on, they got rid of the Hamburger.
I'm pretty sure Mayor McCheese, like he pulled a little something with his secretary. We don't talk about Mayor McCheese anymore.
He's McCheesing that pussy. Damn, that was bad. I'm fucking out.
So, McDonald's in China's have been testing exercise bikes in their stores. So this is a real thing that I'm finding off of Taiwan News, an English news site for Chinese news, is that the McDonald's in China are testing out stationary bike seats in some of its stores in China. And you can find a video of a young girl eating a hamburger and drinking down her soda while exercising on that bike. Although I think, you know, it's just like a weird mukbang thing.
Yeah, no.
China knows how to do marketing.
No, but like here's my thing though. If I'm going to eat, I don't want anything to do with exercise, right?
So here's the thing. McDonald's China says the bike seats can reduce customer guilt at the idea of eating fast food.
You're saying this is like in China, right?
Yeah.
Are we experiencing socialism with Chinese characteristics now? Is that what we're doing?
Maybe. But here's the other thing. It's also good for the environment. Every bike is made from recycled plastic, and the bikes will power McDonald's.
Yo, man. Like, this has to be an Onion article. No shot this is real.
No, this is real. I've like confirmed it multiple times. Basically,
okay.
What I think it is, I think it's a scam by McDonald's to have people pay their electricity, but they're like, no, you can bike at McDonald's now. What I find hilarious is I literally cannot remember the last time I dined in at a McDonald's. I can't remember the last time I seen somebody like order from McDonald's.
It's like when you're a kid, right? It's like a place of like, yeah, let's fucking go. This sounds fucking great. But when you're an adult, you're like, I don't want to be in this like shame room.
Plus, kids aren't going to use this exercise bike. They're going to use the play place where they can climb on Grimace.
Well, Grimace climbs on them, so, you know.
Good point. When I was a kid, there was a McDonald's that had a tiny basketball court in it. Freaking sweet.
Yeah. Dude, I used to only get fast food as like a treat, right? And so, because my parents were health nuts. And so then when I went off to college, I was like, I'm going to eat all the fast food I can. And I remember when I was a kid, the first Pokemon movie came out, right? And if you went to Burger King, they had Pokeballs with fake gold plated, like cards of like Pikachu and Mew. And I think there were some other ones there too. But like, dude, I begged my mom for us to go get this fucking Pokeball, right? And it was fucking great. And then it was one of those things of my friend stole it.
Ah, damn it. And then he made $1 million off of it. I remember when I was a kid and like I got mad or something because I didn't get the toy I wanted. And my mom's just like, ask them for a different one then. I'm like, wait a minute. You can do that?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. Just go ask. And I did. And she didn't even, like, the worker didn't even take the toy I got. She just gave me the one I wanted, and I got 2 toys.
Dude, it's dope, right?
It was dope as hell.
Yeah, shit, man. Like, fucking Burger King, I remember, have you ever Have you ever done something really stupid with your friends just to try to fit in? I know it's like a dumb
100%.
question because you're doing this right now, but
I pretended to be colorblind just so people would think I was cool. That's not a meme, by the way.
no, I
That's
have some thoughts about that, but that's not something I'm going to talk about right now. But fuck, dude.
That was a very embarrassing thing I did for a month in middle school.
A month?
I thought it would give me a character trait.
Dude, this is not D&D. Like, it's character traits. You're adding this on like your fucking like character sheet.
I once pretended to be a
colorblind.
I once pretended to be a germaphobe, but that only lasted for like 20 minutes.
After then, it was like Robinson just saw like a giant puddle of dirt with like, some popsicle in it. You're just like, dude, I want this so badly, but I can't. I have to fucking keep it. But still, Burger King. Have you ever heard of something called the Octo Stacker?
No, but I'm gonna assume it's 8 patties.
Yeah, it is.
Yes!
Something. It is something that we had as a little hazing ritual, which is kind of fucked up, right?
Wait,
because
wait.
here's the funny thing: is that I got hazed in this process too, and I was never the one to give the hazings in cross country. But in high school,
So y'all would just make each other eat an 8 patty burger?
so no. The final thing at the end of summer training, when we were about to go back to school, we would force the freshmen to go with us to Burger King. And when we go to Burger King, they would have to order an Octo Stacker, which is just, it is 8 patties, 8 pieces of cheese, mayo, ketchup, mustard, pickles on one bun. And then you had...
Wait, no top bun?
No, just like one bun. You couldn't have buns in between the patties, right?
Okay, I get you.
So you had to eat that. Then you had to drink like a 32-ounce large Coke. And you had to eat all your fries. And then you had to run around the restaurant 8 times. And if you didn't throw up, congratulations. You don't get hazed, right, for the rest of the year. You don't have to do like the shit jobs. But if you threw up, congratulations, you're fucked, right?
That's kind of mean, because at first when you said that, I'm like, this is easy street. What are you talking about? 1? Bring me 2.
Right. Well, my ex at the time, right, because I was telling this story when I was in Germany, the place of the hamburger, according to Robinson. It's, I was explaining this to my boyfriend at the time, and he was like, that's not real. We got to go get this. And so we went to Burger King, and I was going to like show him an Octo Stacker because it was honestly just for the meme of it, right? It was for the laugh. So we went, and he and I are sitting there, and we're like, hey, can we get like an Octo Stacker? And the lady looks at us, and she's like, what the fuck is an Octo Stacker? I was like, and I explained to her what it was, and I was like, we just want it made. Can y'all make it, right? Because we'll pay whatever it is. We'll pay for 8 hamburgers, and if y'all just assemble it in the back, we'll like pay for that too.
Hey, dirty Americans. Okay.
Dude, she looks at us and legit just goes, no. That was the end.
That's funny. She stood her ground.
No, I was like, what happened to have it your way, huh?
Oh, good point. The king would be upset.
Yeah.
He would have to sneak up on her and probably put a bag over her head.
So we just ordered 8 hamburgers anyways, and then we assembled it in the parking lot.
In the parking lot?
Yeah, dude. Like, we assembled it in the parking lot, and then we saw it, and then I was like, all right, are you ready to go run 8 around the time? And he was like, no, I think the police might come if I start running around the restaurant. Because this lady was staring at us the entire time.
Oh, I know those little boys are going to do it. Oh, they did.
No, like, she legit stared at us like we had just asked her to sacrifice a child to the devil. And it was like we were standing there and we were waiting for our burgers, and then she finally gives us our burgers, but then it was almost like one of those things of like a drug handoff where she was ashamed to give us these hamburgers. I was like, fuck you, I'm paying for this. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Exactly. You're ruining the integrity of Burger King. The king would not allow this in Germany.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, I'm a socialist, so I think monarchists should die.
No.
But still, that's just my opinion.
Speaking of monarchists dying, have you heard that Betty White died?
Yeah, dude. It was like
Bro, that's sad.
we were about to start our D&D campaign, and it was just like a news flash on my fucking phone. I was like, what the fuck? Because she was
Guys,
also
I'm
like,
sorry,
I'm going to
but
have my 100th birthday, and it's going to be in a magazine, and I'm going to tell you my secrets to live to 100. Cue the music from, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I mean, I never knew Betty White was always like a presence in my life, but I never knew about her. But like the best thing I saw to explain Betty White was Betty White was so old she starred in a show about being old that now is considered an old show.
Right? Like, and she was the, I think, second oldest person in the group, too. So
no, she outlived everybody.
yeah,
on
she
Golden Girls.
outlived everyone. So I mean,
that's how she. That's her secret, bro. The magazine is gonna just be an occult book about psychic vampires.
dude, I mean, I don't know, what is it? Let's see, Betty White. I think she was born in 1922. So
Jeez.
yeah, she was close. She literally was at the end game at that one. White, right? So they won't even release, like, I think, how she died. I mean, honestly, I feel like for someone like Betty White, she let's see.
She knew too much.
Well, no, let's see what it's, because there's an article that says something. It says Betty died peacefully in her sleep at her home, which is like the OG way. It's like the GG, I'm gone. Like GG easy, I passed life kind of thing.
Yeah, she basically just logged off.
Yeah, dude. That's like the best way too, right? Like, burning is horrific. Drowning, horrific. Like getting eaten by spiders, horrific. But dying in your sleep, that's like the OG way. That's like God's blessing to you. He's just kind of like, okay, it's time to come home. Stop fucking around. Let's go.
I think I want to skydive and just like maybe die on the way down.
No, you don't.
So there's no splatter.
No, you don't, my guy. That's the problem,
Why not?
right? Here's the thing. When you die during skydiving, you have about, what is it? You have 90 seconds of free fall. And then you have like an additional, if you don't pull your thing, you have like another additional 90 seconds. So that's 90 seconds that you're sitting there staring at the ground, thinking about this shit, panicking.
That way I cheat God out because then it'll feel like an eternity.
Would you say that dying by skydiving is anticlimactic?
No, I wouldn't say it's anticlimactic. Or is it climatic?
Because climbing, anticlimactic? I don't know. I know. Fucking dad jokes. I fucking got you. GG's. I'm good.
I just realized the joke, and it's like one of those cut-off screams, like,
just what the fuck ever. Yeah, dude, like,
Just
isn't it weird to
left
think
the
about,
universe.
like, how we've always been alive during an age of Betty White, and now we're
Yeah.
not?
yeah, my age of Betty White is over.
Yeah, well, I mean,
In fact-
everyone's is, my guy. The only people that didn't are the people that died before her.
Bro, she outlived so many of them. There are so many people that lived a lifespan inside of Betty White's life. This is her world. We're just walking around in it.
Next, Queen Elizabeth. I'm just joking. UK people, please don't assassinate me. I'm just an American
They just-
shithead.
They just sent a Bobby over to tap on your door like, oi, oi.
And I'll just be like, oh, look, it's a toothbrush. Oh, you have bad teeth. Ooh, boy. I don't know. It's not going to happen. He's going to probably beat the shit out of me. But still, dude,
You what, mate?
Elizabeth II is still alive, and she was born in 1926.
So a little bit younger than Betty, but she's trying to catch up.
Yeah. My favorite thing about, like, the Queen is that apparently she loves corgis so much she has, like, 12 of them.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I've
Yeah.
seen like aren't they all like officially knighted?
I don't know. They get the fucking royal treatment. I mean, they are
Oh, they
basically
do.
the queen's like fucking corgis, right? God damn. She
Cornish
looks old as
hen.
fuck from like 1992 onward. So basically, my entire life, she's been an old person.
Same here. I am but a quarter of her life.
Well, I mean,
Less so even.
you're also a quarter of her status in the social hierarchy.
Don't even grant me the privilege of a quarter. Bro, I am a hay penny.
You're gonna be one of those pennies that we cut down into quarters? Is that what we're doing? Is that what you want to do with this hay penny? Great.
It's the hay penny from Animaniacs where it's a penny, but it has a 1-500.
But what about the 2 hay pennies?
Oh my god, I forgot that's what his wish was.
Dude, I feel like this is like the podcast episode where we're just kind of like, dude, I don't fucking know what to fucking talk about. A lot of shit happened in like the last couple of weeks.
It did, including my dog going wild, for anybody can hear that. Well, since it's break time, I'm gonna go Bible thump my dog until it shuts up.
Tell us
We'll be back in a We'll be back in a second, folks.
Goodbye.
Alright, so note to self, my dog is very, very efficient at jiu-jitsu, and she beat me with the Bible.
I was gonna say you tried to perform an exorcism on the dog, but then the demon voice said, "It won't let me leave."
Bro, that's funny. The reverse possession where a dog forces a demon inside of its happy soul.
It's like, you're gonna fucking share my depressed ass with me. Come on. Dude, this whole fucking like Ethan situation is like blowing up on Twitter. Like it's still going.
Ethan who?
Ethan Klein.
What's going on with
H3.
Ethan? What's going on with Ethan Klein?
So, Ethan decided that he's going to take a crack shot at Joe Rogan today.
No.
And so his first tweet was, Joe Rogan, who lives on elk meat, egg yolk, and human growth hormone with lungs full of tar, thinks he's healthier than everyone. This motherfucker is such a bitch that when he got COVID, he threw the, quote, kitchen sink at it, end quote. If you're so healthy, just write it out like you say a man should.
Wait, what the fuck is Ethan talking about?
You didn't know about this whole shit with Joe Rogan?
No, what's going on?
So Joe Rogan has like become more like right-wing fringe. Like he's become a
Hell
weirdo.
Hell
Like-
yeah.
So hell yeah. What do you mean hell yeah?
It's more entertaining that way.
Yeah, well,
Everybody likes a good villain.
no, because he's like always been the kind of guy that's like, hey, I'm really dumb, so I'm going to get experts on, and I'm just going to like talk to them. But more recently, he's not really invited experts on. He's invited like right-wing grifters and like a lot of like conspiracy theorists on his show instead.
Good.
So it's becoming not great, right?
They need a voice too.
No, they don't. They literally do not. Like, literally do not. But still, he goes on to say, dude has caused so much vaccine hesitancy and misinformation, and he doesn't even have the balls to stand by the shit he preaches. Now he's on his show talking about how fat people should just die of COVID. Dude is such a fucking piece of shit. Instead of getting vaccinated, he takes Regeneron, an experimental drug that was developed alongside the mRNA vaccines. His logic makes no sense, and then credits ivermectin, which does fucking nothing for COVID. Not to mention whatever the fuck is in Alpha Brain, which is a supplement that he sells. Meanwhile, while Joe is on big pharma conspiracy against vaccines, someone needs to ask him who makes ivermectin and Regeneron and all the other shit he took when he had COVID.
Hey, to be fair, that's out of context because Joe also takes super female vitality, okay? Now we have the full context.
Damn. Okay, great. Yo, you caught me there. Shit, I was like about to sneeze and then you made me laugh. So it was like, gave me the pretend smoker's cough.
I have that sometimes, not on purpose, and then I get embarrassed.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, dude, and so you guess what people have been starting to post, right? They've been starting to post like fat shaming pictures of Ethan.
What? No. But he's
Yeah.
perfect the way he is.
Like Keemstar, apparently.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, no, Keemstar is like a bottom feeder. He's basically a leech on like the internet, right? His entire show is about drama because Keemstar is allegedly a psycho. So, I mean, he's not like a psycho in the sense of like Norman Bates psycho, like cool, interesting psycho. He's just a boring fucker. That's the problem, right?
The difference between him and Norman Bates is I read about Norman Bates, and it was an interesting read.
But still, like all these other people are just like posting like Joe Rogan fans right now. And remember that old thing where Ethan did like Triggered, where he like leans back in his chair and like it starts going nuclear
until he's got like 19 chins.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, like, no one really fucking like. I just don't, dude. Joe Rogan stands are the worst. Like, they're getting kind of crazy now. They're like,
they're the grown-up version of Dream stands.
Explain.
Oh, so Dream is a Minecraft YouTuber with the most chaotic, toxic fan base on this green planet. But luckily, they're kids, right? The unfortunate thing with Joe Rogan is that usually they're not kids. I was going to say K-pop stans, but those are girls.
Dude, K-pop stans will murder you in your house.
I mean, that's fine. I invite it. I need the challenge.
I invite it. I'm ready to die. I can't live without Betty.
Then I'm coming to see you, Betty. As like I'm bracing.
We'll be Golden Girls together, Betty.
As I'm being ripped to pieces by a bunch of 14-year-olds. Thank you for being a friend starts playing.
I feel like Thank You for Being a Friend should be played whenever like United Nations people agree on shit. Because guess what? It happened. Apparently, the United Nations Security Council actually voted a couple of days ago, and they made a joint statement in which China, Russia, the UK, the United States, and France have agreed that the further spread of nuclear arms and nuclear warfare should be avoided with, I quote, "No one can win a nuclear war." End it. End quote.
That's funny because I thought the UN was like that card game War because nobody fucking wins. That game goes on forever.
You mean like Monopoly?
Have you ever played War with like a deck of cards? It goes on forever. It never ends.
I always win.
Wait, how? You can't win that game.
Yes, you can. You're just faster or better than someone.
Baby, I'm never fast enough, I guess. But no,
doesn't matter how many weights you can lift. I'll always get more cards than you, Robinson.
So what? They said no more nukes? Is that what they said?
No, they considered it their primary responsibility to avoid war between nuclear states and to reduce strategic risks while trying to work to create an atmosphere of security in which we can remove nuclear weapons from being an option, right? So making them as a purely defensive purpose to deter aggression. So,
okay,
I mean, sounds basically like MAD, which is a mutually assured destruction. It's something as a philosophy that we've kind of developed since the Cold War of, hey, we're two people and all these nukes is a room filled with gasoline and we both have matches and we'll light them up if you light your match first.
It's that Key and Peele sketch where it's like the Crip and the Blood best friends, where they're like laughing, hugging, growing up together, but they both have guns pointed to each other at all times.
I mean, that is essentially what MAD is. So, yeah, apparently it says, quote, "We affirm that nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. We also affirm that nuclear weapons, for as long as they continue to exist, should serve defensive purposes. We believe strongly that the further spread of such weapons must be prevented."
So we're taking the nukes. They're no longer in the forward position. The nukes are now the goalies. And I just made a football reference.
I'm going to make a pro gamer movement. So here's a pro gamer analogy. Yeah. Did you know that like Hideo Kojima, maker of such lovely games as Death Stranding, GG's, by the way.
My favorite Hideous Kojima's game.
Yeah, when they had the, Benicio del Toro You know, the guy that like loves baby fetuses in movies for some reason.
Wait, don't you mean Guillermo del Toro?
I know. I got Benicio and Guillermo mixed up, right? Because, you know.
Guillermo is very difficult to say, though.
Guillermo.
I don't know how to say it still. Guillermo
del Toro.
Gerbil.
Right?
Gerbil of the bull.
We'll just call him Fetus Admirer 101. So,
Also true.
there was a game that Hideo Kojima made, like the Metal Gear Solid. They had a multiplayer, and there was a secret ending to the game that every single person that played multiplayer had to do one specific thing in order to unlock this secret cutscene. And it was one of the best kept secrets. And guess what? It was in the multiplayer, you had to get rid of all the nukes in the world. Every single nuclear weapon in the video game, like in the Metal Gear Solid video game, like
which one
had to be willingly given away.
Which
one? I think it was Metal Gear Solid 4.
Okay, so that's not Snake either. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah. So it started out right. So the whole thing is that the nuclear weapons. So it was 5, right? But if you disarmed, if every single one was disarmed, there was a special cutscene that would play. And Metal Gear Solid was out for 5 years before every single person was like, okay, let's just go ahead and disarm all the nukes. And it wasn't unveiled until November 29th, 2019 for everyone to see.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like stuff like that. Like, remember when in Batman Arkham City, I believe, there was like a secret Easter egg that like gave away the plot to Batman Arkham Knight, but like they didn't find it until like 7 years after Arkham City came out.
I mean, if it takes you 7 years to find something, there is a chance that no one else noticed it.
Well, what it was is you had to blow up a very specific wall with 3 explosive charges. Which one? This is like not a special wall. Like every wall that you can blow up with explosive gel, they look a certain way. And on top of that, this is the only wall that requires 3 explosive gels. And I don't know. I think those are always cool.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to have that kind of thing come about years later, and especially to see the fandom actually work towards that, right? So, I mean, I think it's great because I saw the ending when it happened, like on November 29th, it was like a special news flash on like R Gaming, and I was just like, oh shit. Because I had read about it, like, 5 years before that in 2014 when the game came out, and I was like, oh shit. Man, we're never going to have this cutscene because there's always like one selfish dickhead that's like, I'll never disarm my nukes.
I'm doing it for the principle.
This is to deter aggression against me,
yes.
The gamer. So, we all have those things that are like, we all see those dickheads, but then we also have those people who are not dickheads and are actually quite nice.
You know, Continue.
That's fine. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
It's like when Reddit did this thing where it's like, hey, we made a giant like 7,000 pixel spreadsheet, and like every 5 minutes you can alter a single pixel. So it's like,
yeah. Back like in 2017, like they did that. Like the mural. Like it was the Reddit-wide mural.
And then there was a group of assholes that called themselves The Void that's like, haha, we're going to make it as many black dots as possible. It's like, fuck y'all. Y'all just hate fun.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that we don't really have... The next news is actually kind of uplifting.
Yes.
Because Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, Kazam... Like, the genie himself from a boombox.
Shaq will always be everywhere you look, advertising something. I was in an office, Max, and I'm like, there's no Shaquille O'Neal here. Then I turn around and I'm like, I'm Shaquille O'Neal and I use this printer.
Dude, Shaquille O'Neal once did, like, a Ben Gay ad for, like, the cream, but then someone remixed it to where it, like, he goes... I see core, and then you see his eyes like expand really wide. I'll send the link to you later. You can send it out on our Twitter, at NerdHellPodcast, which is currently right now looking at like Ethan Klein's like basic like dunking on people, but still.
Gotta
So
be thin.
Shaquille O'Neal gifted 1,000 PS5s and Nintendo Switches to underprivileged kids on Christmas.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
really nice of him.
Over the holiday, not everyone really has the luxury to celebrate, but Shaq definitely understands that he has surprised underprivileged kids with an amazing Christmas gift. He bought 1,000 PS5s and Nintendo Switches and distributed them to two kids in an elementary school.
You know, there's somebody at Xbox being like, God damn it!
It was like, I
could've
wanted the
asked.
Xbox One.
Why didn't he ask us?
Because PlayStation is superior. And that's my
Ooh.
gamer moment.
Ooh, my gamer
But
moment
we all
is...
know that PC's the best, but still.
My gamer
Hey,
moment is that in 3 years, the Xbox Game Pass will take over everything.
My theory is that in 3 years, we'll be dead, so it won't matter. Because global warming is going to happen, and we don't care, apparently. I mean, I care very much, but hey, whatever. What do I know? Still,
Hey, it's me, DJ Shaquille O'Neal.
back to Shaquille.
Y'all
right?
want to switch?
So, O'Neal is quoted by saying from Essentially Sports, quote, "My father was a drill sergeant. My mother just was a hardworking woman. They had little, but they taught me the value of giving back. They taught me the value of helping those in need. I called, my friend from Nintendo Switch, ordered about 1,000 Switches and 1,000 PS5s. I went to Walmart and got bikes. So, yesterday at this little elementary school in McDonalds, Georgia, kids were crying, kids were happy, and that's what it's all about."
Yeah, seriously, good for him. Somebody with all that money who's doing something good with it.
I honestly feel like he would never tell anyone had someone not, told the news, right?
Well, yeah, you can't really just give away, millions of dollars worth of products because bikes are expensive these days. Goddamn.
Yeah, dude, I bought a bike a couple of years ago, and I was just like, God damn. Like, when the pandemic first started, I was going to bike
Same.
back and forth from work.
Same.
And
I
I
got
did.
a bike too.
And it was great, right? I love it. But then it's Texas, so it's like, I'm literally in fucking hell right now. So I'm going to chill out on the biking. But still, I really do think that it's one of the gooder people that do good things, but then don't tell people about it, right? Those are the people you're kind of like, that's a genuinely nice person.
I think, yeah, and honestly, I've heard this story a million times because, Shaq is an inspirational figure. And it's the same story every time. He's like, when I got into the NBA, I got my contract. First thing I did was I went out, I bought myself brand new Mercedes, black on black.
Dude,
he says that a lot. He says black on black a lot.
Have you ever seen photos of Shaq and his wife?
Oh, it's hilarious. The most common caption I see, Shaq just got his dinner, her.
My favorite one is it looks like Shaquille O'Neal is taking his daughter to elementary school.
So Shaq's like, I got home. My dad's like, where's mine? And I'm like, you right. So I went out, got him the exact same car, new Mercedes, black on black. Then we come back. My mama's like, where's mine? I'm like, you right. So we get out. We get her a white on black. And then my accountant called me up. He's like, Shaq, what the fuck have you done?
God, someone photoshopped it to where his girlfriend is actually larger than him.
Ew. That's gross looking. It's not gross, but it's unnatural.
Well, it's photoshopped.
Yeah, it's like a purple banana. It's it shouldn't be.
Dude, it's okay. You're gonna be fine.
Tiny Shaq isn't real. He can't hurt you.
Me sending you pictures of Tiny Shaq at 3 a.m. Just
Hey, everybody, it's me, Shaq, and I got this new cereal. It tastes bad, but when you mix it in with other cereals, it still tastes bad.
Dude, I'm gonna give you that Bengay cream remix.
No, please stop. Moving on to our next story. So remember when Hikaru Condo, the founder of Ufotable. Oh no, stop. He's just sending me stuff in the Discord.
If you ever look at Gold Bond Liquid Shaq TV share video remix.
It's me, Shaq, and you know I care very much about your ball health. So, Hikaru Condo, he was arrested for evading taxes, and he's the founder of Ufotable, which is the animation studio behind such animes like God Eater and a little-known thing as Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
So, he had a public trial on December 10th, and the press has just got like access to all of it. He said that the tax evasion was necessary because, quote, it was hard to cover the animation cost of the studio from what the clients paid for producing an anime. According to Kondo, he had to move money from the web store and cafes to his home to not only prevent part-time workers from seeing the cash flow, but to help prop up Ufotable, which was making a loss on every piece of work they were making. He also said the quality demanded of anime keeps increasing, but because the production costs offered by the clients are relatively low, every time we produce a work, we always end up in the red. And I'm not sure I believe him, because Dragon Slayer Mugen Train is literally the #1 grossing movie in Japan.
Yeah, dude. I honestly really don't think that he's like telling the truth on this one.
No.
I mean, usually people who skip out on their taxes are not really honest people.
I was gonna say they're not Robin Hoods. They're not giving the tax more money to blind Japanese women on the streets.
Cause what we're talking like what 1.25 million, roughly. What? Because did you say that like 138 million yen or something like that?
About like in
yeah,
the 100
so it's like
million
about
yens.
It's like 1.25 mil, right?
And
so
I love that because if you were able to evade that much in taxes, you are making money, Kondo.
Yeah. So apparently he was sentenced to like what? How many years in prison? Did he actually get away with it, or is he actually in prison?
He is in prison. Let me see. Kondo has been sentenced to 1 year and 8 months in Japanese prison with a suspended sentence of 3 years, and the studio is fined 30 million yen. Ufotable confirmed this. But like, oh god, this is gonna be a rough 1.5 years for Kondo. He might not make it out alive.
So because I was interested, right? So I was looking up court records from Tokyo's district court, and it said that Kondo sentenced to 20 months, but the sentence has been suspended for 3 years, and it will drop if he's good for 3 years, which means pay your fucking taxes.
You know, when you said 20 months, I was like, no, it's 1 year and 8. Oh.
Yeah, math. Not a strong point in our podcast, because fuck math. Even though I play Dungeons and Dragons now. But I use a calculator, so who gives a shit?
It should be a strong point. This is a hell. But something I want to say that the former president said is he said Ufotable's profit come from the cafe business and the sale of goods. We have been able to continue our animation production because of those two areas. If our works do not become a hit, we will not be able to pay our staff salaries or recruit the production cost. And I want to say, if you're selling Demon Slayer goods, you are making money. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. 100%. I would buy anything Demon Slayer right now. Jesus, dude.
Yeah, I know. I have multiple friends who own like Hanafuda earrings because of Tanjiro.
Okay. So, I looked up how much Demon Slayer Mugen Train actually grossed in, like, US dollars. Do you want to guess how much fucking money this thing made?
I'm going to say $3 billion.
495 million United States dollars.
Okay, never mind. I way overguessed, but that's still a fuck ton of money.
Dude, that's a fuck. Their budget was $15 million.
15?
And they made $494. Imagine if, like, you spent $15, but then at the end of the day, you made $400.
I mean, he had to evade taxes for the good of the company, bro. We have Demon Slayer Season 2 because of this man's actions. He is a hero, and we are going to break him out of jail. Just a bunch of fat Americans with Nezuko body pillows.
They're gonna be like, why isn't there any subtitles here? Dude, you guys can go ahead. I'm just gonna watch this Gold Bond Liquid Shack on repeat.
Good old American content.
Dude, it's Tim and Eric content. Have you ever like watched Tim and Eric?
So here's the thing. I've seen Tim and Eric, but I've never known it was like a super awesome production. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I've
well,
seen super awesome productions without knowing it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense. This is the funniest thing on earth.
Like I've seen it before, but when my wife and I first started dating, she introduced it to me. Like we actually sat down and watched it, and I was like, "This is stupid." And then one day, I was like, "Wait, they're making fun of daytime television." And then it got infinitely funnier afterwards, and I got it. Like it was one of those things of like, I had to kind of like sit for it for a bit, and then it was just like, "Oh, that is actually quite funny. Holy shit." And then like I start quoting it, right?
Didn't they produce Whitest Kids You Know?
I don't think so.
Never
I don't
mind
think that
then.
they produced Wise Kids You Know, but they did like Tom Goes to the Mayor, and then they did Tim and Eric Show Awesome Job, or Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job, right? And they ended every show with like this little postcard, and it would just be like, "Great job."
Yeah, and I realized that I was wrong. It wasn't Super Awesome Productions. It's Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. If you grew up during like, old timey like fucking Adult Swim, right? That was the
That was
a big
always
deal.
there.
Dude, how can a man say that they had no money when literally they made $500 million off of one movie?
I just like I said, he's trying to get himself off the hook. He's trying to be a mother. I did this for you guys. It's like when Homer Simpson bought the bowling ball for Marge's birthday. He's like, I got it for you, Marge. It says Homer on it. Well, that's so you would know it was from me. That's basically what Condo did. I did this for the company. All the money's in your bank account, so you know that I got it for you.
Damn.
Well,
Shit. That's some fucking shit, man.
have fun in Japanese prison, Condo. I know you won't.
Man, don't you know, it's like, man, if only we could charge rich people with the same kind of shit they do in Japan. Why can't we do that?
I think
this is the face
some...
that Kondo made when he was about to when he was about to be sentenced to prison.
He keeps sending me Shaq means help. It's just, I'm just gonna post like half of these on our Twitter, so people know what's happening.
Do it. Also, have you ever seen the Rappin' for Jesus video?
Yes, of course.
It's like a great exercise in white privilege. So
and that's why Jesus Christ is my network administrator. My crew is big, and it keeps getting bigger. Was that an absolutely?
Yeah,
production?
that was the. Yeah, that was no,
Okay.
it wasn't. It was
damn it.
not. No, it was actually a real video that a youth pastor thought would make himself like more appealing to young people.
I mean, I love him. If that helps.
I don't. It's got some very waspy vibes to it. Like this.
My crew is big, and it keeps getting bigger. You gotta listen to the whole thing.
Dude, I listened to it back in 2013 when it first came out.
My rhymes are fly. My beats are sick. He's such a nerd. Like
no, because like, what is it? Because he says the N word, but he says it with an A at the end.
Yeah.
And then his wife comes on and she says it with a hard R. Every time like she does that, like I have to pause and like take a 5-minute breather to laugh myself to sleep.
I was about to say, if he didn't use a slur in the chorus and say it 19 times, he would have gone down in history as like the next Bill Nye. We all would have loved him. Unfortunately, he got chorus advice from 6ix9ine.
Yeah, is that so?
Probably.
Man, I'm going to share with you a secret. You can't share this photo with anyone else.
God damn it.
Yeah?
This is not good podcast. It's just more Shaq. Everywhere I look, it's Shaq. God, please help me.
Only Shaq can help you now.
This is the face. God, just look at our Twitter. This is the face I see before I die.
It's going to be like you're dying and it's just Shaq doing this as you're dying.
Hello,
fine.
Hello, soon.
Dude, I don't know. Well, shit. I guess officially the holiday season's over. Now I'm gonna I don't know, be sad because the holiday season's over.
I bought Ring before it was on Shark Tank. I forgot the name of the show.
Mm-hmm.
No, legit, Shaquille O'Neal is the reason that Ring is as big as it is now. Not that it's
the doorbell thing.
Yeah, no, because Shaquille O'Neal was like, I need to get some home security, so I went to a store and they were like $7,000, and I'm like, no. So I tried looking for home security, found this guy, Ring. He was a startup. Yeah? I give him $7 million.
And what did you do? What did you do?
Oh, Shaq is just an angel investor with very smart investments. No joke, Shaq is a vicious businessman.
I feel like a lot of it is just luck, though. A lot of investing is actually it's basically gambling, right?
Correct, but Shaq has gotten it right every single time.
That's because Shaq is a good person and God is blessing him.
You know what? You're absolutely right. He blessed him with size. He blessed him with wallets. He's got great parents. He's got a tiny wife, which is good because now she can't slap him across the face.
No, but she does have a straight punch angle into his fucking dick, right? Just if she gets mad at him or he does something stupid, she can just nut shot him.
Shaquille is always wearing football gear. What are you talking about? Oh wait, he played basketball.
You can still wear a cup during basketball, dude.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'd wear a cup regardless.
Shit. I don't know. I don't think his wife would ever do that to him, though, right? Because here's the thing: is that Shaq's not, a fucking douchebag, right? So.
Plus, he's also a billionaire.
Okay, sorry. Now I have to be oh shit, I hate him because I hate billionaires. Yeah. Billionaires shouldn't exist. So sorry, dude.
He bought 2 million video games consoles and gave them away.
2,000. Hold your horses.
Wait, did I say million?
Yeah, you said 2 million video game consoles.
Shaq net worth. Oh, God damn it. The first image is a meme.
Yep.
400 million.
You fell into my trap, boyo.
God damn it. He is worth $400 million.
Good, so he's not a billionaire? Great. I can like him again.
He deserves it. He's a good fella. And God damn, he has an amazing smile for such an intimidating man.
Yeah. Dude, if I had $4 million, I would never have to work again. I would honestly keep enough that I would never have to work again and then just put it rest in a scholarship for kids to go to college.
400 million.
Pay your way.
Yeah. No, I respect that.
Yeah. Just enough to retire on, right? Which fucks because I'm 30, right? So it'd basically be hey, can I have equivalent to whatever 30 years of income is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
Correct. It's your money.
Dude, if I had $400 million, I'm going to tell you right now, I would be Dungeons and Dragons room. Okay, we're going to renovate this house and we're going to put a separate wing that is just for Dungeons and Dragons. And it's going to have all the expensive Dungeons and Dragons shit. We're talking figures. We're talking Hero Forge shit. We're talking all the kinds of Dungeons and Dragons shit. Yeah.
I like to imagine that at first it kind of looks like a torture basement because it's just a brick wall room with axes on the wall. And you're wait, we haven't put the table in yet. Hang on.
Dude, what torture rooms have you been to where it's just a brick wall with axes?
Mexico.
Dude, don't torture chamber rooms have different tools?
Nah, man, it's scarier. It's scarier when there's only one tool because then there's no imagination.
Okay. Hey, I mean, there you go, right? That's gonna be we're gonna use this axe to chop you wood. Okay, great. What else? And then we'll chop you even little pieces of wood.
And then
great.
It's like, whatever. And then we'll feed it to Shaquille O'Neal. That way your soul can never rest. He will absorb you. And you will be an NPC.
Put him into gold bond spray.
You will be an NPC on the next Shaq Fu.
Oh,
man, what happened this episode? There's something in the water. This episode was weird,
I think it was just that we're both kind of like, we don't want to go back to like normality after the holidays. Because I'm relaxed, I'll tell you right now. I haven't been insulted by a child in 2 weeks, so that's pretty nice. Right?
Yo, good for you.
I mean, yes, good for me, right?
I don't know how to respond to that.
So
that's like a Will
fun
Ferrell
little
joke.
story to kind of like fun little story to end my kind of thing before I have to like fucking go do something else, right? Because you know I want to spend the rest of my night playing Devil May Cry 5, but
Good game.
Because like here's the thing, I shouldn't have to worry really about work because I did have a relaxing. Actually did have a good Christmas. Like I got the PS5 before break started, and then I played 4 games on it, right? And you know, I'm about to complete my 5th, which is Devil May Cry 5. I did it for the memes. But still, like, the thing is, when I was at work today, right, I was working on lesson plans, and all of a sudden, IT people came into my room because there's a server rack and a closet in my room, right? And they came in and said, hey, we have to reset it and then update the firmware so that, you know, it helps, right? Because it's like a really big IBM, like really hardcore, like fucking, you know, server rack. I was like, okay. And they're like, oh yeah, your internet's going to be out anywhere between 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, cool. I'm going home.
Yeah, no, that's what I did. I was just kind of like, I texted my department chair. I was like, hey, so this is apparently happening. I'm going to go home. And he's like, yeah, go home. Who cares? Right? Like we don't have kids in today. It's a planning day. Go work at home. And so I did. I came home and I worked and I got a ton of shit done. Right? So, hey, there you go. Working from home is productive.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Still, I'm going to go, but hey, I think we should probably end this before like it devolves any further.
I think I'm going to Carl's Jr. after I get out from the gym.
I'm making such good progress towards my journey, but then also I'm going to go to fucking Carl's Jr. I wrote, don't eat like shit on my fucking whiteboard. And now I'm going to go eat the biggest of shit.
Hey, you said it. I need more blood sugar, and I'm pretty sure Carl's Jr. is just sugar with paint on it.
Dude, you could do that with an apple or a banana.
Yeah,
or an orange.
Yeah, but then I don't get the satisfaction of the devil.
Oh, shit. That's right. Well, I mean, we're in hell, dude. We're like, that's the meta right now, is that we're literally both in hell.
Yeah.
You're just an Aztec warrior, and I'm a spooky Viking ghost girl. So, who the fuck knows?
So
dude, the lore on our universe is gonna be fucking wild. Shaq is the supreme deity.
He is a kind soul, but he for some reason he just keeps bullying me.
I'm gonna bully you with some more fucking pictures soon if that's what you want.
He got everybody to switch except for me.
Remember, no means no, and yes means no. So either way, you saying no is not an issue for me. I'm just gonna fucking keep sending you Shaq photos. Shaq here, Shaq there. Uh-oh, what am I sending you right now? Is it Shaq? It's not. I'm actually gonna go.
So I'm gonna give a very special go to hell to North Korea. Fuck you, Kim Jong-un's dad did not make burritos.
You mean Kim Jong-il?
No, Un.
Kim Jong-un, his dad was Kim Jong-il.
Oh.
That was his name.
Then correct.
His granddad was the founder of North Korea. His name is Kim Il-sung.
I thought Kim Jong-il was his rap name because my rhymes are so ill.
No, but he always did wear Elvis Presley sunglasses, which was kind of weird.
Man, he should drop a single with a rapping preacher.
Well, he kind of can't. He's dead. So
Through the power of God, anything is possible.
hopefully not to bring back Kim Jong-il. What the fuck, Robinson?
I was thinking more of, the beautiful Mexican tradition of remembering your dead, do Dia de los Muertos. But if you want to bring back a Korean dictator, that's on you. I hope Shaq is proud. Good night, folks.
You can check us out on Twitter at NerdHellPodcast.com. And we have a YouTube, which you're probably watching this right now, if you're not on Spotify.
And
if you're on Spotify, tell Joe Rogan he's got some magnificent nipples. You can also reach us at, what email is it, Robinson?
NerdHellPodcast@gmail.com. We have everything in the description. We have a Discord where you can
If you're looking for merch, go somewhere else. We don't have any.
Actually, if you're looking for merch, get on the Discord and ask me. I will gladly make some for you.
I will buy a t-shirt from Walmart and write Nerd Hell on it. And
Bro, I'll open a Redbubble store. I don't care.
Dude, 100%. Just making some dollars. Some American dollars, but still. Anyways.
Night, folks.
Everyone.
Subscribe on Spotify.
Or don't. I can't tell you how to live your life, but do.
Please do. Bye.
Bye.